Alright, so good afternoon everyone. So for our semifinal, no, nag-end tayo nung midterm sa Module 7. Then yung Module 8 and 9, I will discuss it face to face. No, kasi mas maganda yung face to face. But for this lesson, itong Module 10, gawan ko na lang ng pre-recorded and then isasend ko sa GC ninyo. Okay? So for this lesson, we're going to discuss about aerobics, no? In the module 10 is all about aerobics. So what is aerobic and then what is anaerobic exercise? So anong difference ng dalawa? Sabi dito, when we say aerobic exercise, or also known as cardio, is a type of physical activity that mainly relies on the aerobic energy. Okay? When you say aerobic exercise, halimbawa din siya ng physical activity pero mas nagpo-focus siya sa aerobic energy. Yeah. And then in anaerobic exercise naman is a type of physical activity then that breaks down glucose, no? Nagpapababa ng glucose na nakakatulong sa atin para mas maging healthy tayo. Okay? And then, yung difference din ng dalawa, mas intense yung anaerobic compared kay aerobic exercise. So, ano naman yung benefits ng aerobic exercises? Okay? First, enhances cardiovascular health by fortifying the heart and lungs. So isa sa mga benefit ng aerobic exercises na mapatibay yung heart and lungs natin. Aside from that, yun, pwede rin siya makatulong na magpapababa okay, ng risk of heart disease kasi nakakatulong ito na mapababa yung blood pressure natin, yung BP natin. Next, improves respiratory function, making breathing easier during physical activity and daily life. Kung lagi mong napapractice or nagagawa or ginagawa itong aerobic exercise at anaerobic exercise, malaking tulong siya sa atin yun na mas maging healthy tayo. Okay, sabi na dito, improves respiratory function. Ngayon, pag lagi mo siyang ginagawa, magiging maganda yung breathing mo, makahinga ka na maayos. At the same time, is magiging maayos yung pag-araw-araw mong pamumuhay. Sumunod, aids in weight management by increasing metabolism and burning calories, leading to effective weight loss and management. So sa mga gusto magpababa ng timbang, so, malaking tulong kung lagi kang gumagawa ng isang aerobic or anaerobic exercise. And boosts mood and reduces stress levels, improving overall well-being. Diba? Makikita natin yung mga tao na engage in physical activity, no? Anaerobic at saka aerobic exercise, nakita natin parang ah, medyo may edad na pero mukhang bata pa rin, di ba? So, ito yung isa sa mga reasons. Sumunod, helps that alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression. So, nasabi ko naman to sa mga previous lessons natin, na kapag ka-engage ka in physical activity, di ba, pwedeng ma-manage, no? Pwedeng mabawasan, okay, yung risk of anxiety at saka depression. Sumunod, enhances cognitive function including memory, attention, and decision-making abilities. Yan. So, hindi lang pala in physical hindi lang pala sa ano 'no, sa pagpapalusog ng katawan, 'di ba? Manage ng stress, pagpapababa ng timbang, malaking tulong din yung mga activities na ito para matulungan tayong makapag-decide ng maayos, 'di ba? Maging malawak yung kaisipan natin, 'di ba? So, napakaganda na ma-engage talaga in physical activity. Sumunod, strengthens muscles and bones, increasing bone density and reducing the risk of osteoporosis. Ito naman natin di-discuss. No, sinasabi ko ni-remind na i-engage natin yung sarili natin in physical activity. Hindi na para lumusog tayo at the same time, mas umaba rin yung buhay natin. Okay? Promote better sleep and helps regulate sleep pattern. Di ba kung ikaw ay hirap sa pagtulog, no? Subukan mo gawin yung iba't ibang klase ng physical activity or aerobic and anaerobic exercise. Malaking tulong siya sa atin. Next, so type of aerobic exercise. So we have three types of aerobic exercise, such as low impact aerobics. So when you say low impact aerobics, exercises that minimize the first place of joints. These types of exercise are suitable for beginners. Okay? Kung ikaw ay nag-uumpisa pa lang, no? Baguhan ka pa lang when it comes to aerobic exercise, So, dun muna tayo sa low impact aerobics. Pangalawa, yung moderate impact aerobic naman involves exercises that increase the amount of force, place of choice, but they still remain relatively low impact. They can help improve cardiovascular fitness and endurance and are accessible to a wide range of individuals. So after mo sa low impact aerobics, siguro mga 1 month, 2 months na pwede ka mag-jump into moderate impact aerobic. Although part pa rin siya ng low impact, parang low impact pa rin siya, pero mas, ano na, mas intense compared doon sa low impact aerobics. Next, high impact. So from the word itself, no, high impact, diba, involve continuously higher energy activities that usually take both of the exercisers feet off the floor at the same time. This type of aerobics involves energetic use of a large muscles since ito ay high impact na mas malaking parte na ng katawan yung ginagamit natin. No? So typically with the goal of weight loss, kung ikaw ay gusto mong bumaba, no, malaking tulong or subukan natin gawin itong high impact aerobics. Yeah. So for the historical event, so 1992, ano bang meron dito? So dito Archibald, Vivian Hill, and Otto Fritz, and Merrill were both awarded to the Nobel Prize in actually skip na lang natin ito siguro itong historical event since yan. So if you have time na basahin na lang natin pero possible baka di na ito lumabas doon sa exam natin. Okay? So jump na tayo dito sa measuring aerobic exercise intensity. So bakit nga ba mahalaga na mini-measure natin yung intensity ng mga activities na ginagawa natin? Actually, natanong ko na sa inyo last time ito eh. Ano yung kahalagahan? Why activity, yun nga, bakit kailangan yung activity is na measure yung intensity level. So sabi dito, the intensity of aerobic exercise can be measured using various methods such as target, heart rate, talk test, ratings of perceived exertion or RP and metabolic or equivalent METs. So before we proceed doon sa mga types ng mga measurement no, ng mga or ng intensity level ng exercise. So isa sa mga reason kung bakit kailangan natin malaman yung intensity level ng exercise. Siyempre, malaman din natin yung malaman natin kung safe pa ba tayo dun sa mga ginagawa nating exercise. At the same time, malaman din natin yung limitation natin doon sa mga exercise na ginagawa natin. Okay? So, percentile of target heart rate. So, paano nga ba siya ginagawa? Sabi dito, a percentage of a person's maximum heart rate which can be estimated by subtracting their age from 220 beats per minute. Target heart rate for a moderate intensity exercise is typically 50 to 70% of the maximum heart rate, while the target rate naman for high intensity is 70 to 85 maximum heart rate. Okay? Then for heart rate naman, isa din sa mga method kung paano kunin yung intensity level of exercise. So, ito siya ginagawa, no? Heart rate can be measured during exercise that can be provide an indicator of exercise intensity. The target heart rate for aerobic exercise is usually between 50 to 85% of maximum heart rate. Okay? Next, the talk test method. So, paano ginagawa yung talk test method? The talk test is a simple method that involves checking if you're carry on a conversation while exercising. So, ganito lang siya gawin. Halimbawa, meron kang partner. Okay? Sa pag-jogging. So, ang gagawin mo lang using talk test, kakausapin mo siya. Kung yung kasama mong jogging is nag-respond pa, okay, kaya niya pang sumagot dun sa mga question na binibigay mo, ibig sabihin, mababa pa yung intensity. So ngayon, kung habang nag-jogging kayo at hindi na siya makapagsalita, hindi ka na niya kaya kausapin, meaning to say, mataas na yung level of intensity. That is the talk test method. Okay? Then, ito yung pinakamadaling method kasi wala nang computation, wala nang subtraction, wala ka nang gagawin dito. So makikipag-usap ka lang. Then yung RPE naman is a subject measure of exercise intensity and involves rating how your hard you feel you are working on a scale of 1 to 10. So dito naman sa RPE, ano lang to, tawag dito, Kumbaga ime-measure mo lang yung intensity level. Halimbawa, 2 ulit tayo. After natin mag-jogging, ano mo lang, measure mo lang siya. I-rate mo lang siya 1 to 10. For example, 8 kasi napagod ka, 9 kasi sobrang pagod ka, and then 2 lang kasi nga mababa pa intensity. Nakadepende doon sa level na ginawa mo. Okay, sa exercise na ginawa mo. Next, yun, metabolic equivalence or METs or measurement din, no, of the energy expenditure of an activity and can be used to estimate the intensity of aerobic exercise. So dito may mga computation din tayo gagawin. For me, siguro mas madali itong talk test at saka RPE. Kasi nga, yung talk test, makikipagkwentuhan ka lang kung sumasagot pa siya, meaning to say, mababa pa yung intensity. Kung di na siya makasagot, mataas na yung level ng intensity. Then RPE naman, rating lang din from 1 to 10. Next, aerobic dance. Aerobic dance is a form of physical activity that combines rhythmic movement with music and choreography. The primary goal of this exercise is to perform a sequence of a high intensity movement continuously, which can help improve cardiovascular fitness, muscular endurance, and flexibility. The exercise usually involves various dance styles such as hip hop, jazz, and salsa can be done in group fitness session or individual routines. The main objective of aerobic dance is to keep the heart rate elevated for a prolonged period, which can lead to several health benefits with regular practice. Okay? So, hindi lahat sa atin, no, nahilig itong aerobic dance. Pero kailangan tandaan, sabi nga dito, malaking tulong siya or malaki yung health benefits niya kung tayo ay regular na ginagawa ito. Yan. Aerobic dance genres. So, meron tayong apat, no? Ay, 5, 6, 7 pala. Okay, 5 genres. Jazzercise, no? Okay, when you say jazzercise, a form of dance that combines jazz dance with strength training exercise. It involves high energy music and choreographed dance routines that target various muscles group in the body. Okay, yung Zumba naman, siguro naman naramdaman natin kung ano yung Zumba, so let us skip na lang ito. No? Ito yung lagi natin nakikita sa mga basketball court, no? Yung Zumba. Next, hip-hop aerobics. So, hip-hop aerobics is a type of dance fitness that combines hip-hop dance moves with aerobic exercise. Hip-hop dance combination with aerobic exercise. Next, step aerobics, a form of dance that involves performing choreographed routines on a raised platform called the step. It has low impact. Okay, sa step aerobics, no? Yung pacing nito is medyo mabagal lang din, no? Then sa aqueduct aerobic naman, ano impact aerobic exercise that is performed in water since meron ng aqua, no? Ginagawa siya sa tubig, no? Pwedeng sa pool, yan. Next, pump-it aerobic dance is a type of dance fitness that involves high-intensity dance routine. Set to popular music, it features a variety of dance styles and helps improve cardiovascular endurance and muscular strength. And then for cardio kickboxing naman, na kadalasan ginagawa ng mga celebrity, no? A high intensity workout that combines martial arts and aerobic movement. Pero mo, no? Kung ikaw ay nagpapapayat, nagpapastrengthen ng muscle, napakaganda nitong cardio kickboxing. And it usually consists of punches, kicks, and other martial arts moves set to music. Okay? And so aerobic, dance step. Okay? So yung basic step natin, this is a fundamental or basic. When I say fundamental, basic, no? Movement aerobics that can be performed either on an aerobics step bench or on the floor. So paano siya ginagawa? Begin with your feet next to each other with a distance between them about the same as width of your hips. Move one leg forward about 2 feet to become the lead leg. Okay, then bring the other leg forward to meet its next step. Then lead leg back 2 feet and turn the other leg back to meet it. So mas madali ito yung basic step. Panoorin natin sa YouTube siguro. Then yung B-step naman is the basic step aerobics move that involves stepping both feet out to the side quarter of the angle, then bring them back together to form a V step. Formation ng letter V. Okay? Next, step touch. This is a simple step aerobics move that involves stepping to the side with one foot and tapping the other foot next to it. Then stepping to the other side with the other foot and tapping the other foot next to it. Okay, then yung mambo naman, this is dance move that involves stepping forward with one foot, rocking back on the other foot, and then stepping back onto the original foot. Back step, back ng box, no? This is basic step that involves stepping forward with one foot, then stepping to the side with the other foot, stepping back, okay? Para form ka ng box, no? Shape. And the last is yung grapevine. This is a basic dance step that involves stepping to the side with one foot, crossing the other foot behind the first foot, stepping to the side with the first foot again, and then bringing the other foot to the next hit. This move can be repeated in the opposite direction. Okay. Next, what makes a good aerobic exercise workout? So meron tayong intensity, duration, variety, progression, safety, enjoyment. So what is intensity? When you say intensity, dividing level ng workout na ginagawa natin. Sabi nga dito, your workout should be intense enough to elevate your heart rate to the aerobic training zone, which typically 60 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. This will be help you build endurance and burn calories. So kung gusto natin mas maging effective yung ginagawa nating workout, no, or exercise workout, dapat tama yung intensity level. Hindi naman pwedeng mababa ang intensity tapos mag-expect agad tayo ng mas magandang result. Okay, next, duration. Your workout should last at least 20 to 30 minutes, hindi 5 to 10 minutes, no? And ideally, 45 to 60 minutes to get the most benefit. Okay? Kung ang kaya mo 20 to 30, no problem, walang problema. Pero kung gusto mo na mas mataas or mas magandang benepisyo ang makuha ng katawan mo, at least 45 to 60 minutes. Okay? Next, to keep your workout interesting and engage different muscle groups, try different types of aerobic exercise. Kailangan magkakaiba-iba-iba. Okay, para mas mag-enjoy tayo at hindi tayo manawa. Sumunod, progression, gradually increasing the intensity, duration, and frequency of your workout can help you progress and avoid plateauing. Sa progression, sabi na dapat padahan-dahan, no? Dahan-dahan ay pagdadagdag ng intensity level of exercise, hindi pwede biglaan. Safety, ensuring proper form using appropriate equipment and wearing suitable attire can help prevent injuries and ensure safe workout. So napaka-importante na dapat unang-una natin i-consider kapag tayo ay nag-workout is yung safety natin. So enjoyment, find an aerobic activity that you enjoy to help you stay motivated and consistent with your workout. Kadalasan no, kaya yung iba nag-quit doon sa mga exercise workout na ginagawa nila is non-enjoyment. No, hindi sila nag-enjoy. So napaka-importante importante na pipiliin natin yung mga workout na gagawin natin na sa tingin natin mag-enjoy tayo. Next, yeah. Suggest that an excellent aerobic workout include the following features. Ito po ulit-ulit lang naman natin inaaral, no? Itong warm up, high impact, tapos yung cool down. When you say warm up, ginagawa ito before mag-start ang isang workout, no? Then yung impact naman or high impact, after warm up, the main aerobic routine should last for at least 20 to 30 minutes for beginners. Okay? And after that, huwag natin kakalimutan mag-cool down. Dapat proper 5 to 10 minutes warm up, 5 to 10 minutes cool down. Dapat di natin skip kasi diba, sabi nga kanina dapat una natin i-consider is yung safety natin. Kung hindi natin siya nagawin ng tama, okay, malaki ang chances na tayo ay may injury. Okay? So recreational aerobic dance. Recreational aerobic dance is a form of exercise that involves performing a variety of aerobic dance movement is a fun. Okay? Relax, setting rather than the competition or performance. It is typically done for leisure, exercise, or social purposes. Okay? Kaya nga 'di ba mas effective yung Zumba, eh, 'no, kasi kung gusto natin makipag-socialize, malaking tulong siya kasi yung Zumba ay pinupuntahan talaga ng nakakarami, especially mga matatanda, 'no? Yan. So, definition of free time, sige skip na lang din natin 'to kapag may time basahin na lang din. So, dito tayo mag-e-end, yan, sa dress code, ayan. So, ano ba yung tamang dress code sa mga activities or exercises na gagawin natin? Ayan, unang-una dapat comfortable yung suot natin, dapat nakakagalaw tayo nang maayos since tayo ay sasayaw at mag-e-exercise. Sumunod, appropriate footwear. So, dapat yung suot natin is akma doon sa activities na gagawin natin. Kung magsu-zumba tayo, dapat naka-rubber shoes, hindi nakapalyado, okey? Minimal jewelry, hindi kailangan na mas maraming alahas sa katawan kasi ang purpose lang naman natin is hindi magpasikat bagkus maging healthy. Sumunod, hair and makeup. So, pakita naman natin na tayo ay disente 'no? Dapat tayo ay sasali sa mga Zumba sessions, sa mga activities or workout. Sa'tin naman is ano tayo, maayos tayong tignan, hindi, bagong gising, walang muta, gano'n, naka-makeup at then uniformity. Then dapat daw, for example, tayo ay grupo, 'no? Mas maganda pare-parehas tayo ng kulay ng suot, pare-parehas ng suot, mas maganda, mas ano, mas makaka-hook ng attention sa ibang tao na, "Ay, ang ganda ng grupo nila 'no, ang linis nilang tignan, try ko mag-join." So that's all for this lesson. Siguro if you have time, basahin na lang natin yung iba na hindi natin nadaanan sa sobrang haba ng lesson. Pero make sure is, mabasa at mapanood din natin siya. Thank you for listening. God bless you.